notice? Okay, so this is the wrap. This is the second wrap. What do you notice? What do you wonder? The black one and the red one. Is it's kind of, do you think they have a connection or do you think it's just random? All right, so do you kind of have some idea in mind that's we're talking about today lesson is inverse. So yes, you're right. The red one is the inverse of the black one. But what does the inverse mean? Well, to be careful. Opposite, let's say, well, in math, if you say 7, what is the inverse of 7? Negative 7 is the opposite. So you use a different kind of differentiate the word. Opposite of 7 is negative 7. Invert of 7 is, in the number, it's going to be 1/7. But in the function, invert is something, it's not like negative, okay? So if I turn on one more, anyway, any notice, any wondering here? I say, Jacob. They reflect in the middle. What? That's good. What are the middle, do you think? X. What do you mean X? Like the x-axis? They reflect over the x-axis? If you visualize it in your head, this one, if you flip over the x-axis, they're gonna be like this, right? If you reflect over, they're gonna be like this. So okay, first let's give Jacob 1 point. Very good. So that's actually reflected, but reflect over what? X and Y. So here we go. Look at this. The line is actually y equal to x. It's right here. See that? Y equal to x. Okay? That's the diagonal, this line. Why this line is the y equal to x? Do you notice that is the point here is 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, negative 1, negative 1, negative 2, negative 2. Because x equal to y. So that line is just like a diagonal because x equal to y. Okay? So this is the x equal to y. Y equal to x. That's the line. Okay? So invert function is when they reflect over the line y equal to x. Okay, that's in the graph. To be more visible, I can show you here. I put 2 dots right here. I'm gonna roll around the black function, and you will see how that inverse over reflect over this line. Okay, you will see it. Look at this. Watch this. Do you see how it's inverse? How it's reflected? Yeah, that along the wrap that actually reflect over that line y equal to x. So that is the invert function on the graph. Okay. So today we're going to learn how to draw that one. I know which is the easy concept. You just get the reflection, but somehow it's not like easy to do it. Okay. All right. So that's for the introduction about the invert function. Oh, my bad. There's one more thing. How many of you remember what the function is? All right. Yeah, you have something in your mind, right? Okay. Okay. All right. Question. I hope it's catch over here. Okay. Is this the function? No. She like, yes. Is this the function? How do you know? What is it called? Vertical line test. Let's give Donovan and Alan 1 point. Yes. Vertical line test is to test is this passes or not. Or is it a function or not, right? If you draw it, and it cut 2 points, that means it's not a function. This one is the function because for no matter what line you draw, it's still here. Yeah, it's still only 1 point. If the graph goes straight down. Yeah, so does it mean this one, right? This one? No, just because I'm drawing like that, but they're not going to be a straight line. They never be a straight line. Okay. Okay. So good. Vertical line test. Recall. If you remember already, you don't need to write. But if you don't remember, I'm gonna rewrite it this. Vertical line test is to test if a graph is a function. All right. So who remember what actually is a function? The definition of function. Oh, no. Let's very set it already. For exactly, yeah. So yeah. So give it already 1 point. So very said that. So every input you need to have exactly one output. Okay, keep that in mind. That we already learned that, right? Let me ask you, it is a function? Is it a function? Who say yes? Who say no? No? Is it a function? This is the input, okay? This is the input. This is the output. Is it a function? Is it a function? Who say yes? Who say no? Wow, let's give Sabrina and Alan 1 point. Why is it a function? Okay, remind me again. What is the definition of function? For every input, you need to have exactly one output. I'm gonna check for the all input, okay? Is this one only have one output? Yes. Is this one have one output? Yes. Is this one have one output? Yeah. Even though they have same output, I don't care. I just need to know for each of them only one output. So this is yes, this is yes. So this is yes. This is a function. Very good. Okay, how about this? How about if I have something like this? Yes or no? Who say no? Who say yes? Okay, why no? Why this is not a function? You're correct. This is not a function. Why? Okay, Ruby. This input right here have two output. Okay, this violate the definition function. Yeah, 1 point for Ruby. So this is not function. So look at the one with the function. They're actually a better one. Even better one. Watch this. Can you tell me what is the special about this? Okay. Like the perfect world. Okay. Input, output. All right. Can someone tell me what's special about this? Donovan? Oh, straight line. Straight line. Just showing you like. No. It's a straight line. Just showing you this input go to that output. It doesn't matter the straight line. But what's special about this? Half of this. Alan? No bit share output. Also, that's one way too. Half of them. You both get half of them. So function, every input have exactly one output. But sometimes one output have two input as well, right? What's special about this one then? Can you put in the complete sentence, Melanie? That's the definition of function. But what is special about this, the Melanie? I think you could continue, Melanie, last time, and then you got the whole thing. Okay, say the whole thing again. That's it. Yeah? This is special one. For every input, you have exactly one output. And for one output, you have exactly one input. You only one way. You only set one way. So on one input have exactly one output, and one output have exactly one input. It needs to be two way. So when this happen, they call one. They call 1-to-1 function. How many of you have heard about the term 1-to-1? Okay, this is very, very popular later on when you learn go higher math. 1-to-1 function. They also the name they call isomorphic, but Don't worry about it. You're gonna learn that later. You heard that one before? Oh yeah, Leilani, yes. Okay, so if you look at the function, how do you know when they have when it is one-to-one function? There's a test as well. There's a test as well. Okay. So let me turn off all of this. Okay. Oh, why are we talking about a one-to-one function? Let's write down. If the function is one-to-one, if the function is one-to-one, then it has the inverse. Is all the function gonna have the inverse? Is it true that all the function gonna have an inverse? Yes or no? All right. Who say yes? My question again. Question again. Is it true that? Can I have your attention? Can I have your attention? Maybe you change your seat, but make it work. Okay. Is it true that all the function has the inverse? Yes or no? You say yes. Is it true that every function has an inverse? Like, is it true that Is it true that for every function, that means they pass the vertical line test, right? Like this, they pass the vertical line test, right? Is it true that for all the function has the inverse? They all have inverse. Yes or no? Who say yes? So we have like 6. Good. Okay. Who say no? See, this if, again. I keep saying in the beginning, stand on your ground. It's not like oh wait. A lot of people don't go. It's correct. Okay. So you say no. Okay. You want to figure out later right now. All right. Look at this parabola. This is a quadratic function, right? Can you draw the inverse? You think so? You think you can get the inverse for this function? If you draw a middle line and you're gonna flip them, it's gonna in that way, but not a function anymore. Because when you flip them, now that one become fail the vertical line test. Okay, if you don't trust me, let's do it. Because rather show you just step by step what is this mean, just do it step by step procedural. You're not gonna memorize longer than you we work together and then you're gonna memorize it. Okay, let's say we try to write inverse for this. Okay, how you write inverse for this? So this one reflect over here, so I'm gonna have something like this, maybe. Kind of, yeah. That's how inverse, right? Like they reflect over this line, right? But now, is this one the function? Now this failed the vertical line test. So this one doesn't have the inverse. So when you look at the graph, how can we know it has the inverse or not? In other words, how do you know if it's a graph is the one-to-one function or not? Only the one-to-one function has the inverse. Okay, only the one-to-one function has the inverse. So we have the vertical line test to test if the graph is the function. What do you think is the next test? To test if the function of inverse. This is vertical line test, not the hint. Huh? Horizontal line test. Give Leilani 1 point. I know, right? That's why I'm just saying. In my class, I really want you to just say, what do you think? Don't worry about silly answer, silly question. Yeah, we learn. I want to see your thinking. I'd rather you make a mistake here than you make a mistake on a test. So just say it. Like Leilani, just say it and see that point. Okay, 1 point for Leilani. Horizontal line test. All right, horizontal line test is to test if a function is. Yeah, if the function has the inverse or if the function is 1 to 1. So that's the horizontal line test. I'm going to write down. To test, to test if to test is a function, if a function is 1 to 1. 1 to 1. In other words, to test if a function has the inverse. In other words, to test if the function has the inverse. One function only have one inverse. That's why I used the, not an inverse. Okay, only exactly one inverse. So vertical line test to test if the function, if the graph is the function. Then the horizontal line test to test if the function has the inverse. Make sense? So if you can review the recording if you cannot catch it on the fly. Okay. So always review the recording. I think that's a plus for this class. Not all the teachers they do this. So this is like you can pause it, you can work with it, and you can review, you can rewind as well. And if you absent, you can also review it. Okay. So for example, the parabola, the quadratic function, they're not the one-to-one function. You know why they're not the one-to-one function? Because one input, two input get the same output. Look at this. X equal to -2, x equal to 2. For example, what is -2 square? 4. What is 2 square? 4. So that means you have two input give the same output. That's why this one is not one-to-one. Does it make sense? All right, I think that's it for the decimal. Then we can for the decimal. Okay, let's see. All right, so how are we going to find this? So take maybe 3 minutes to write out a step by step right there. 3 minutes. You can see. All right, step by step to graph the inverse function. So the idea is the inverse function is just the reflection over the line y equal to x. We already talked about this, okay? Literally, there are only 2 steps. Okay, first steps, you're gonna draw the dotted line. I want to be dotted line because I don't want to look so busy on the graph. So make it dotted line y equal to x. Because the line is going to be -2, 2, -2, -2, -1, -1, x over equal to y. So that diagonal line is the one that y equal to x. Second step, the last step, you're going to choose the good points. Like for example, the point like right on the spot. Beautiful number. Don't choose the decimal place. Okay? Choose the good point and you're going to switch x and y to y and x. You plot those points and connect them. That's the inverse function. Only 2 steps. Okay? For the note right here is that you need to choose the point of all the turn and curve. Make sure you take care of those points because that's that like abnormal point. Like they make a turn, they make a curve. Where is it? You need to make exactly the same. So choose those points on that curve. You done? Done? Okay. Let's write this one down. Another 3 minutes. 2 minutes. The whole thing here. That's the direction you're gonna do. That's the direction we're gonna do. No more? Yeah. It's not us, right? No more? Oh, yeah. So no more. Okay, let's do number 1. Determine whether or not the function passes horizontal line test. If the function passes, then sketch the graph of the inverse function. If the function also has inverse, you're going to approximate -1, 3. Okay, notice the f inverse. Okay, I want to talk about this too. F, you see the f. F, and you see the -1 here. Do you know how to say this? F, like this. Yeah, okay, so notice this, okay? Note, -1 is not the power. Yeah. Well, if you can just listen, that's fine. As long as it makes sense to you, you remember, that's fine. Just take note whatever like helpful for you. You don't need to do all the thing, okay? So let's run, but this one is important. Look at this. F, and you see this -1 on the top. It is not the power, okay? It is not the power. Then how you say it? You're gonna say F inverse, okay? F inverse. You're not gonna say F of -1 or F power -1. This is not a power, okay? So this is how we say it. Say F inverse. S inverse, okay? All right, let's do the first one. Okay, Melanie. It's past the horizontal line test, okay? So if it's past it, then you want to find the invert function, okay? Let's give Melanie 1 point. Now we're going to go together to find the invert function for this, okay? Let's do one by one. First, you're going to draw the dotted line y equal to x. How do you draw it? It's just a diagonal, the one cut everything in half in the diagonal, okay? 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. That's the line. Because that is when x equal to y, right? So this is also the point here. So that is the line you're gonna reflect over, okay? That's the first step. Second step, you want to choose the good points and switch. Okay, let's do the good point. Is this one a good point? Is this one a good point? No, this is not a beautiful point. Okay, so which one is a good point? 3. How you say this point? Oh, 0, 3, not 3. Okay, 0, 3. So 0, 3. Okay, 0, 3. Huh? Oh, yeah, yeah. But let's choose the point first. Okay, whatever is good point. Because this is the line. You need 2 points. What else? Negative 3 and negative 2. Very good. Negative 3, negative 2. Oh, this is the straight line, so I need 2 points is enough. Okay. Now, you're gonna switch x y to y x. Okay, you can use any space outside to do that step. 0, 3. You switch them, become 3, 0. All right. Next, negative 3, negative 2. You switch them, you have negative 2, negative 3. Easy step. Yeah. Now plot them in here. I'm gonna use the green color to differentiate the original one. 3, 0, 3, 0 right here. Negative 2, negative 3, negative 2 right here, negative 3 down here. Okay? So far, so good? This is the 3, 0, and this is the negative 2, negative 3. Now I'll connect them. Okay? I'm going to connect them. Okay? That's the inverse function. That's it. 2 steps. Yeah, that's it. Easy, right? That's why I switched the lesson. HE is you find the inverse, but you need to calculate algebraically. This is graphically, but the other one is algebraically. Okay. No, we're gonna do AE next week when everybody here. Okay, we still have the last question. If the function have the inverse, approximate what is the f inverse of 3? Question. They're asking about. Oh, that's what, very smart. That's actually the last trick I'm gonna tell you, but you saw that, that's very smart. Okay, now I'm asking you f of 3 or f inverse of 3. Okay, that's 2 things. Okay, f of 3. You look at the red function or the green function. Question, everybody. We can finish this early as long as I have your own attention, and then we can done instead of you do multitasking or you need to listen here, you need to on the phone, you need to talk. Okay, so just do one step, one thing at a time. We're all done. You can do your own thing. Sound good? I need your attention. That's it. Okay. F3. Do you look at the red function or the green function? Who say red? Who say green? F of 3, is that the original one or the inverse one? Original one. F of 3. There's no minus 1. So you look at the red one. That's the original. What is f of 3? Yeah, what is f of 3 then? Oh, it's infinity. This is not on the graph. But look at the red one. What I mean. This one, look at the green one. Okay? So f inverse of 3, you look at the inverse function. Okay? Inverse function. This is the inverse function. This is the original function. So what is the inverse of 3? What's the f inverse of 3? Did you look at the red one or the green one? Green one, because green is the inverse, okay? F of 3 inverse is, oh, we actually found it. That is right here, right? It's 0. So f inverse of 3 is 0, because x equal to 0. It just depends on what function you're looking at. If they're asking you the inverse, you need to look at the inverse function. And same thing like you did before last lessons. This one means x equal to 3, right? So x equal to 3. Oh, right here, x equal to 3. So, okay. No, not yet, not yet. Just look at the x of the inverse. That's the shortcut I'm gonna tell you. But if you found out, that's good. Because this one they're also asking you to wrap it. So the next question when they're asking you that, like they're asking you what is the f of the f inverse of 3, Like they didn't ask you to wrap it, then you can tell right away. Okay. It's good. It's good that you all found it. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, sure. Let's do the shortcut. You all found this. Very good. That's why you're in the honors, man. Math. So good. So f of 3. Then do you look at the x equal to 3 or y equal to 3? X or y? Okay, go one by one. You one by one. I know you're confused right now, but you one by one. Answer me a question one by one. You will get there. F of 3, is it x or y? That's what we did last lesson, right? The number in here is going to be x. So x equal to 3. Yeah? So look at the f equal to 3. Oh, it's out there, but yeah. But if they're asking you the f inverse of 3, what is 3 here? You should look at that. X or y? Y. Because the inverse, you switch the x and y, right? So that's the shortcut. You don't even need to wrap them. You just see that, oh, they're asking for the inverse. That means I'm looking at the y value. Okay, so in this case, you're going to look at the y equal to 3. Where's y equal to 3? I look at the vertical, right? Y equal to 3. So in this case, you don't even need to wrap this one. Okay. Now look at where is the y equal to 3. Oh, right here, right? Right here. And what is the x value for that? 0. So the answer is 0. You don't need to wrap it. Okay. So long story short, if you see the inverse here, that means the number inside here is going to be y, not x anymore. Make sense? If they don't have the inverse, that means the number here is x, like usual, like we have been done it like normally. Yeah? So let's do more sample and you're going to get the hang of it. Any questions so far? All right, number 2, is it a one-to-one function? Yes or no? Who say yes? Number 2. Who say no? Good, because it doesn't pass the horizontal line test. Number 3. Yes or no? Sabrina, why no? What test you gonna use to see if it's a one-to-one function? Vertical line test or horizontal line test? Yeah, do you think it's gonna pass the horizontal line test? Why? It doesn't pass when it cut the wrap like like more than once. Okay. Oh, look at this. Oh, this one passed only one. That should be passed, right? So what happened? It's one here. It's one here. What part they failed the horizontal line test? This one, right? If you cut right here, oh, they cut like 3 times. That violate. You only allowed to have one. Okay. So that failed. Is it a function? Who say yes? Who say no? Number 3, still on number 3. Is it a function? Alan, let's say the whole thing. Is it a function? It's a function, but it's not one-to-one function. Very good. So let's get Alan 1 point. I think you all got this, but Alan will keep a complete sentence. Yes. Yeah? All right. Number 4, who wants to do it? 4? All right, Ruby. Is it function? Is it function? Why is it not a one-to-one function? So is it fail or pass the horizontal line test? Fail. Because if you just draw like here, this overlap too many point, infinity point. Okay? 1 point for Ruby. So yes, it is a function, but it's not the one-to-one function. Number 5, is it a function? But is it a one-to-one function? Yes. Horizontal, only 1 point. Okay. Now, so they say if it is one-to-one function, you're gonna draw the inverse. But let me ask you this: what is f of inverse of 3? You can do right away without roughing it. What is the f inverse of 3? Is that -3 or 3? Oh wait, negative 3 or 3? 3? Oh. Okay, how about negative 3? Oh, 3. Why you said no? That's why I thought it's a typo or something. What is f inverse of 3? Do around your whiteboard then. Do whiteboard. 1 minute. What is the inverse? What is the inverse of 3? Without drawing the graph, without drawing the inverse. Write on the board. Find this. Question is this. What is the inverse of 3? This graph, number 5. Number 5. Number 5. Huh? What is the f inverse of 3? I'm going to give points. So just answer it, and I'm gonna give you the answer. Let's try it. What do you think? So I know where you are. Couple of seconds left. We should look at this. You can tell right away. You know now. Now you know. Look at Donovan. He bored. You know the answer. Now he bored. Okay, everybody, raise your ball. Raise your ball. Raise your ball. Give it up. Give it up. What is your answer? 3? Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Leilani, Donovan, Chris, Ruby, and Jacob. Question. Did you see the inverse? Yeah? So the number 3 here is x equal to 3 or y equal to 3? Y equal to 3, right? Which one is that? Y equal to 3 because they're talking about the inverse. Again, inverse means you switch x and y. Okay, usually this is about x. But because you have inverse, you go to y. Y, that means you look at the vertical. Vertical y3. Oh, 3 right here. Now, do not going up or down anymore. But now you're going to the left or right. Okay? Are you going to the right or are you going to the left to see the graph? To the right. The right. Oh, a cut right here. What value is that? So it's equal to 2. Yeah? Now we can do together to wrap the wrap the inverse. Let's wrap the inverse, okay? So first step, let's practice the first step. Draw the dotted line. So my dotted line is going to be like this. Okay, that is the y equal to x. Okay, how do you draw this? You're gonna choose any good point here. What is the good point? 2, 3. Yeah, that's a good point, right? 2, 3. What else? 1, 2. Oh, this turn very important. You need to make sure you know that turn. Okay, this one too, right? 0, 1. And then just one last, that's nothing. Okay, so just 3 points, good. So 3, 2 become 3, 2. Did I say 3, 2? Okay, this is in your mind, you don't have answer, and then just say it. 1, 2 become 2, 1. What is that? 0, 1 become 1, 0. Okay, lot that point. I'm gonna. Oh, write 0, 1 again. 1, 0. 1 point off. Donovan waiting for that moment. You wrong. Okay, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2 right here. 2, 1, 2, 1 right here. 1, 0, 1, 0 right here, right? You need to make sure you have that shape. They reflect over this one. Is that going to be like this? Yeah. No, remember you need to reflection, okay? Even though they look very tempting to do like that, but no. Look at how they shape. So look at this. Yeah? It takes a little bit. Just the more you do homework, you're gonna do it. Yeah? They reflect over this one. Any questions so far? So let me summarize what was the new thing today. Vertical test to test it is the function. Horizontal test is to test if it is 1 to 1. When they asking about f of X. F of 3. That means this letter is X. If they're asking about the inverse, this letter is Y. Good. They reflect over the, when your mind like go ahead before your mouth, then yeah. Okay. Number 6, is this function? Is it one-to-one function? No. Number 7, is it function? Is it one-to-one function? Happy? We just skip happy. We just skip it. Because if it's not an inverse function, we don't do anything. You don't need to do anything. Because okay, look at the direction. Because if the function pass the horizontal test, then you wrap it. If it doesn't pass, just say no. Okay, and you move on. Easy? Okay, last part of the last part of the lesson. Only this. That's it. That's it. That's why I just quit the lesson. Yes, you need to write it doesn't pass the horizontal test. Okay? Very good question. Okay. It still count. That's the same thing. The horizontal test is to see if they one to one. Okay? Alright, let's do. Okay, the direction is what? Use the graph below to approximate the following function value. What is f of negative 3? Do I look at the y or do I look at the x? Right, this is not inverse. So x equal to negative 3. What is x equal to negative 3? Is that very small? Let me. What is f of negative 3? Negative 3. You look at the x, right? Negative 3 right here. You go up. Oh, I missed the graph right here. It is 4. Yeah? What is f inverse of negative 3? Do on your board. Get some point. Get a chance to get some point. 30 seconds. We are number 10. You cannot see it? We're asking about f inverse negative 3. Okay, that's the question. F inverse 3 or negative 3? All right, everybody, raise your ball. 1, 2, 3. Raise your ball. Raise your ball. Good, I like it. Very, very honest. I do not don't let it look it around. Okay. Okay, so yeah, everybody is right. Let's just keep the number 1.2. It is not, but I like it. Honesty is the best policy. He just look around, but he stay on your own, even though it's wrong. Okay, look at this. Do you look at the x or you look at the y? Right, because it's the inverse. So y equal to negative 3. Where is this? Negative 3. You look at the y, so vertical, negative 3. Vertical, negative 3 right here. Oh, I go to the right to see the graph. So the point is 3. Yeah, make sense? Good. All right, g of negative 2. All right, how about this? Do 3 of them in one shot. Do on your board. I give you 2 minutes. Do all of them in one shot. 11, 12, 13. Right, so I expect to have 3 answers, okay? Let me move up a little bit so you can see the whole graph. Okay. That's it. That's the whole graph. What do you see here? There's nothing here. I just have something funny in my mind. I will check. Yeah, I was just thinking this and I think funny because the reason I got this because it's the table here always loud, always here. And now I got a microphone and not here. Okay, couple seconds. All right, raise your ball, everybody. Raise your ball. I should see Trish answer. Raise your ball, raise your ball, raise your ball. Okay, okay, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. All right, Chris, put it down. Ruby, put it down. Jacob, put it down. Okay, sure. Look, put it up, put it up. You should change it. You should change it. They change it. No, Melanie change it. You didn't change it? Okay. All right, let's give everybody a point. Good job. Because I saw someone put positive 5. Yeah, I saw someone put positive 5. I don't know. I don't remember who it is. That you? Oh, someone laughing so much. Okay. All right. G of -2. Do you look at the x or do you look at the y? X. So x of -2 is? You all got this one. Good. Now, G inverse of 3. Did you look at the x or the y? Y, right? So, y is 3. So, 3 up here. So, you need to go to the left to see here. That is -5, not 5. So, you think you got 5 something. All right, anyway. This is -5. 13. 0. Huh? Yes, yes. That's what I'm going to say about. I'm going to talk about. So, look at this. What line do they reflect again? Y equal to x. Very good. So let's say this is the line, right? Okay. Here. Oh. Okay. Can I have your attention? Can I have attention? Sabrina, Alan? Yeah. You accept that later. Let's have attention. So they both reflect over the y equal to x, right? Let me ask you this. When, let's say you rotate something. This is the core. You rotate something, right? This one rotates something. What happened to the point right on the core? It stay the same. This they reflect over. What happened if the point right on this line? It stay the same. So whenever they're asking you what is the inverse of 1 inverse of, no, depend on the graph, but look at this here. This point is on the graph, but that is also right on this line, on the core, right? So it is always be the same number. They're not going to change number. So it's going to be equal to 0. You don't even need to calculate anything. That makes sense? But only if the point is on the graph. Okay? For example, if I have another graph like this. Yeah. For example. Okay? Which point going to be the same? This point over here and this point over here. Right? Because they're not going to reflect because they're right on the core already. They're on this line already. So we just need to reflect this one over here, maybe. I don't know. Yeah? Look like a fish. Okay. Let's say you have just this. All right, do all of them in one shot. All right, let's do 14 and 15 first. Let me do this so you can see it. 14 and 15. That's it for today. That finishes. 14 and 15. You want me to do one of them first as a sample? Okay. F inverse plus G. Last lesson. What does it mean? Does mean? Yeah. Go ahead. This one, right? You split them, right? That's we learned last lesson. What is the f inverse of x? Oh, f inverse of 2. Look at the f. This is the f. This is the g. The same graph. They not change. So inverse of 2. That's when you look at the y of the x. Y, right? Y2. Y2 is right here. Oh, it's 0, right? Good. Good. 0. G of 2. What is t of 2? Negative 2. So 0 of negative 2. Answer is negative 2. The graph is much easier. You just look at the graph. Okay. F. I want to do one more. You're going to do the last two then. Oh, actually, you want to do this one? I'm going to want to talk about the composition. Okay? I feel like you all never enough. If I give you a short lesson, you feel like whining. Next time, I'm going to give the long lesson so that you just don't expect anything. That's good. I don't know if you do the same with the other classes, but I'm easy going. Okay. This composition, remember this is mean? F of g the same order, right? F of g of negative 5. Can you find the f of negative 5? Can you find the g of negative 5? What is g of negative 5? G. Negative 5 is 3. Let me go up. Let me go up. Negative 5 here is 3. Yeah, because we look at the I know, recognition pro up. Okay. Now, what is the f of 3? You look at the x or you look at the y? 3 is negative 3, right? There's no inverse. Just do like normally. There's a 3 right here. Negative 3. All right. That's what just do it. G of negative 5. G of negative 5. This is not inverse. So look at the negative 5. Negative 5 right here. So this is 3. So the same thing. Same thing. It's the same thing. Work inside first. Yeah, just work inside first. All right. Do number 15 and number 17. I'm gonna give you 3 minutes. I'm gonna go up the graph. Don't worry. The G is on the right. The F is on the left. So do number 15 and 17. How about after this, we're gonna continue a new lesson. Yeah. Cause you're whining. Do it. 15 and 17. 15, 17. And say in one shot. Just do one by one. Notice this is multiplication. This is composition. Yeah. I don't know. I cannot answer. I want to give you a point. I'm gonna give the answer anyway. Unless you confuse something, but I cannot give the answer. Huh? You have 1.5 minutes left. 15 and 17. You done? All right, I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3. Raise your ball, everybody. Raise your ball. Okay, raise your ball, raise your ball. Do you need more time or you done? Guess fine. Just raise your ball. I just want to know where you are right now. Right, Jocelyn? Yep, go answer. All right. None of you got the first one right though. All right. That's why I said I literally emphasize you that this is the multiplication, this is composition. Okay, let's do multiplication. What does it mean? That means you're gonna find f inverse of 3 times g3. What is f inverse of 3? What is the f inverse of 3? It's 1. What is g3? It's negative 1? Oh, negative 1. What is g3? Negative 3. Wait, so which one is negative 1 and 3? Because you got kind of. Okay, what did you answer 15 then? You negative 3? You gotta see? Which one is 15? Which one is 17?
15, 17.
Then 15 is wrong. That's why. See? This is negative 1.
How?
Negative 1, negative 3, then this is become positive 3. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Okay. Keep it up, okay? So this is the positive 3.
Why is it negative?
Oh, okay. So y equal to 3. Y equal to 3 here. This is negative 1.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. 17. Let's do 17. Maybe some of you are gonna write. Hold on. Because you flip the sign, so I don't know which one is 15, which one is 17. Okay, 17. Yeah. Only vary number the question. Okay, let's do this one. This one means g of f of negative 1, negative 3, right? What is f inverse of negative 3? Negative 3, you look at here, so it's gonna be 3. So it's gonna be g of 3. What is g3? g3 is negative 3. All right, so all right, just all of you accept Donovan then. Just mess up, yeah. He mess up the sign. But it's very common mistake though. Yeah.